Even so, even so, it's pure sugar. It's like you immediately get a you got a brain freeze. You got a brain freeze. I mean, it's like a slushy. It's like a rainbow slushy. And what's his name? Vincent. Vincent. Okay. The waiter the waiter comes over there. I'm so sorry. We've been having trouble with this group of religious extremists. What is it that I can help you with? We don't serve fire whiskey exactly, but we have a delicate, refined, and he just goes off with a whole bunch of words. You don't really know what they mean. But he takes your drink and he says he'll bring it back with far more benzene. Let's see here. So, water. He looks you up and down. Have you been here before? Are you part of our staff? How old is your character? Are you a kid? He's young, right? He's he's eyeing you up and down. What about you, Eric? Are you a kid? Yeah, but I mean, level one doesn't mean it doesn't necessarily mean you're okay. You can see, yeah, his 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 tiny little mustache, his tiny little mustache twitches, and he looks like he's smelled something bad. Says, yes, water. That's all you'll be getting. I weep for the future. And he turns around and like stomps off. You can see he heard it, but he pretends not to. He keeps going. He heard you. He's just snooty. And Mr. Dwarf, what's he doing? Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, well, if he's already left though, well, as I understood it, he's been I didn't realize it was like a tiny little island connected by a bridge. I thought it was part of the coast. So how many islands are in this area? Like I'd like to have a more hmm. No, after it gets fucked up is another there's other stuff. Yeah, I'm sharing these. This is my picture. The one I'm supposed to give y'all doesn't have any numbers on it, but I think it'd be easier trying to discuss what's what, having the little numbers. So, I mean, you guys are having this conversation. Reggie, you actually see as soon as these other people walk off, you turn around and you see somebody new, somebody that might listen to your songs that isn't like children.
What is it? A guy? Or is it more old women?
No, this what looks like they're two young dudes in the prime of their young dudeness.
From their young dudeness.
Yep.
Hello there. Are you interested in any song in particulars?
Yeah, the elf already turned you down. It looks like she's turning them down too.
Oh, it's these two. I thought they were like NPCs that were might listen to my song, not.
Well, they look like NPCs. They just showed up.
They
They don't
look
they don't
like
look like they belong
NPCs.
here. Like they're not part of the help, and they're definitely not the well-to-do guests. They're armed, but with very nice sword though. It's like he doesn't look well dressed at all, and he's not wearing a shirt. Like it's obvious he's been under a lot of labor and sun for the last few hours. He looks poor, bedraggled, tired, but healthy for all of that. Checking out the elf girl, and he's strapped with a sword that looks far too nice. Like the hilt of it is exquisite. The handle is fantastic. It's almost like the Princess Bride, his father's sword. It's way too nice for someone like that to have.
Like, oh, I think I have a song y'all might enjoy. Think start bing bang bang bang. Start testing it out. There you go. It as it starts strumming it, you go. Return to our youth, to the days come and gone. The
What
age
the
of
fuck is happening?
aggression just about gone.
So out of nowhere,
Uh.
he's like playing this soft song that has feeling, and it touches you. It's like, wait, out of nowhere, and you're you know you're kind of you kind of forget the hot elf for a second. Oh God, he's using it. If she wasn't if she wasn't a PC, it'd be over. It's up to me. Shit. That's that's woo. That's pitching woo right there.
Drive out the empire and restore what we own. With the blood and our
Steven, you
steel,
have
we
this
will take back our home.
young chiseled human. You can smell his pheromones. He's close, staring you in the eyes as this soft song plays behind you. And you have feelings. You don't know if they're positive or negative for this human, but they're
You
very
have
strong.
feelings. Uh,
You feel a certain kind of way.
you feel a tingly in your legs.
Is he muted?
I don't know.
All right, well, you're a human, right, TK? Well, this song starts softly playing, and you've heard the bard came up before, and he was playing this god awful thing, but now it's like this really soft, like folk tune that's emotional, and it catches you off guard, and then suddenly you have this human kneeling down beside you, staring deeply into your eyes, and you start feeling a certain kind of way. This is awkward. It's nice, but you're the ice queen. So how do you react? She has a boyfriend. Okay. Well, no, the it's
No, no,
okay. No, no,
yeah.
no. Wait.
T-
Pause.
it's
Pause.
well, like I'm
He
just
he
sitting there
thinks
playing.
pause.
He's the one trying to hit on you.
Y'all. He Yes, you're thinking that Reggie's the one kneeling in front of you. It's the shirtless human, TK's character, and he's stinky with sweat, and his pheromones are wafting up to your nose, and he's close, like a few inches from your nose, and his eye. What color are your eyes, TK? This pure, these pure honey-like caramel pools just suck you in, and then you feel it trembling down there, and then realize everything's trembling. The ground is starting to shake, and you can't make these feelings go away just by forcing it. So the
And
waves
this is
start
just one of those
crashing.
songs that I get into and just ignore everything else around me.
The waves begin coming in a lot stronger. The ground is shaking under your feet. People are becoming alert, but nothing's happening just yet. You guys want to? I'm giving you like a few moments to prepare. Is 8-5 back yet?
Nope.
All right. Yeah, it's the waiter started to come back with two big glasses of water, and you can see he just tripped and spilled both of them into the sand. The ground is shaking. Yeah, that's your first inclination, is that it's just some kind of earthquake. Yeah. Um, what would be the thing you would roll for that?
For what? Something gonna hit us?
Well, give me a specific skill or knowledge.
Oh.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, geez, what is this? What is she calling? Okay. You okay, you 15 DC. Yeah, it feels like an earthquake, but a little different. Something's not right about it. And you think maybe it's because this is sand and it's like changing the way an earthquake should feel, but then your dwarf sense of like perfect elevation kicks in and you realize this island is sinking, but it's very imperceptible. Nobody else seems to be, you know, concerned or even thinking coherently. The waves are coming in bigger and bigger crests, and then it looks like the whole ocean rises up over you. No, it looks like the well, literally a big portion of the ocean floor has lifted up, and it pushes all that all that water in a column straight up. And so there's a big wall of water that you're looking at that rises 7,500 feet in the air, 75 or 100. Jesus Christ. God.
It blocks out the sun.
And it blocks out the sun. Are you worried that that might happen, Reggie? No. Okay, so
No, just saying what a 7,500-foot wave would do.
um so yeah, it looks like the ocean just rose up 100 feet in a big wall. Not just a wall of water. We're not talking about 100-foot wave. The ocean floor itself picked the ocean up 100 feet in a big area, and it's going to come back down and create these waves. But you're seeing the initial effect of it. Like, this is tsunami type stuff. The island is trembling. The dwarf feels it sinking into the ocean, and then this big wall of water just lifted up, or more of a plateau. Who are you asking? Your guide is over there. Lilith's guide is nearby. He was checking his harpoons and stuff while this is going on. You see this fucking this human without a shirt on scoop up your charge like you had planned on whining and dining this hot little elf girl later. You were going to show her where you knew there was like a kind of like a brook that fell a little bit. It's definitely not a waterfall, but I mean, it would work just to bang her right there. You were going to bring some alcohol, and this human scoops her up and he's running with her. A5? No, no, you're the dwarf. You're Well, whatever you were planning on doing with her, you were gonna guide her to a waterfall. If it was 100% legit and that's all you would have done, that's all you would have done. But you've been promised a good sum of money to guide this elf after the tournament. And well, she was going to pay you in dwarven currency. So you're all basically running in the same direction towards the. If we're looking at the map, it's the P10. So there's like that center. What is it, like a statue or a stone or something? So Well, you begin running that way, and then a great rend rips through the ground and swallows the statue whole, and it falls into a deep chasm that seems to have split the entire island apart. And then one half falls away, and water starts to rush in between, and you hear screaming coming from where you guys just were. And I posted the picture. So yeah, so as these waves are coming in, larger and larger waves, dozen feet high, 20 feet high, 25, they're bringing in with them these fish warriors, and they're starting to kill people on the beach.
No, we're not drowning.
You're always at a risk from drowning on an island that's about to fall into the sea. You guys were running from P9 to P10, and then, like, say in a line from 10 to 7 all the way across the island, cut you off. And a big chasm opened up, water's rushing in, you hear screams behind you. Back on the shore, death screams. Like, a few of you know that some people are dying on the shore right now for
Hmm.
whatever reason. You're not sure why. What did it
Hmm.
say? Use what warrior stat? Hold on, I'm trying to. Just went down the wrong link trying to find the stat it was talking about. Chapter 3 Earthquake. Tribal warrior stat block. Oh, this thing is not. Hang on. Well, this is very specific. It's telling me to use a very specific character. Okay, there's tribal warrior. Holy shit, man. This is making me mad. Okay, there it is. All right. Yeah, there's. I've been dealing with those kind of conversions. It's not that big of a deal. All right, spears. Yeah, there's some there's yeah, there's some differences, but I mean it's not like I'm trying to kill anybody right off, you know what I'm saying? All right, what do y'all do? Is anyone evil in this group?
Nope, I'm not.
You're lawful evil? So you might want to save your own skin. You hear all these people screaming behind you. Like you guys have to decide what to do. Yeah, so you left when okay, so a large rend ripped the island apart in front of you, and this is in the module. Yeah, you can't get back. It's a chasm is getting larger and larger. Water is rushing in. It's swallowed the statue in the middle hole, and as you're like taking in this new development, screams start erupting from the shore where you just left. It sounds like people are dying. Um, let's see. You guys are good ways away. Give me a spot check. You're gonna be like looking past some trees and stuff, and so it's a little ways away from here. 12. It looks like there are more people on the beach than there were before. Some of them appear to be green. The thought hits you that maybe the women are trying a different trick, dressed up as green instead of white. Doesn't make sense to you.
Hmm.
There's definitely more individuals on the beach, and they're definitely green.
Hmm.
You all see green people on the beach. Well, you just have a terrible spot check right now. It looks like there's a handful of people that weren't on the beach before. Like there's more people that were hanging out on the beach than you remember seeing, and all you can tell is they're green. It's not like you're looking straight at it. Like there's a lot of stuff in the way from where you guys are. Roll me some spot checks. You see, this is not the women. These are men. They're carrying spears. They are green, and it looks like they might be fish people. And then as you're watching, they stab one of the celebrity, like the really well-to-do couple that were just watching. Like we're very nondescript. You hear behind you, ding, 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 and she throws down her pots and spits her cigarette out. That's what I've been trying to tell all of you. I said warn them. And she pushes Reggie, and then she starts running towards the shore. Hey, get away! She's been smoking too much and she's old. With the sea that rose up and the waves that are like 40 feet tall now, that bit's gone. Like water is lapping around your feet. Like the sand is wet. This is the whole thing is sinking. And it's meant to happen fast. Like I'm really dragging this out because the module is like now they're in the water. It's like no, they were on an island. They'd run to the middle of the island, you know, now there's a crack in the island. Now they're in the water. Like, thank you, module. There were. You're sure that there were. You see, you see one upside down goes past the north part of the crack of the rend. Like that half of the island is basically already gone down. You see, there's some dwellings sticking up. A few of the taller ones are you know, the people are getting out on the roofs, and they're yelling. They're yelling for you guys. You know, save us, save my daughter, help. Like, well, you're to them like you're on the cliff of what used to be their home island. Their whole half is down underwater. It was like a plateau off in the distance, a plateau of water that rose up and then fell back down. And that's what's creating the tsunami waves. That's what I was trying to describe. Yeah, yeah. Um, looks like all the ones that the people used to come here are just crashed, and they all sort of crashed into each other and broke. But with that, you had a 22 spot check. You do see the original ferry, the one that you left, seems to have taken notice of what's going on over here, and it seems like they're on their way, but it's going to take a while. So as the water is lapping up around, you know, you see the building that's right under P10 with like the red. So you guys are, yeah, you guys are. Mm-hmm. You're you're gonna have to be in just a little bit. You're gonna have to be up on top of that resort to still be dry. Like this whole island's going down. Flip your way up. God damn it. All right. Tide of retribution. All right, so um, the last of the people who are still alive are rushing to you guys, and they're being stabbed in the back and caught with boluses and nets and things and dragged back into the water. Very few of them are left. There's about a dozen. There's the two shark hunters that were your enemies. Looks like they've killed a few of the fish people. They got some fish blood on them. They're about where the P9 is. Like they've moved up from the shore. So the new shore is about where the green is. Is he gonna need to escape? Or are you gonna let him go? Yeah. Yeah, what was a chorus of shrieks has turned into just a few scattered screams here and there. And you can tell like most of the people that you just saw, have been pulled into the waves. You see the four teenagers that shot that harpoon that accidentally killed TK's friend. Yeah.
Hmm.
You see them over there. They're trying to fight a group of three, so it's 3-on-4, and they just get their asses handed to them and dragged into the water. Yes. The human girl was wearing white and smoking. It looked like she may have begun to take up the movement. Like she looks scared shitless, and the other one just looks angry. The tiefling looks angry, but the half elf girl looks scared, like she's been worried about this maybe happening. So the shark hunters run from the water. The last two of them pursued by these humanoid creatures with fish-like heads and slick, rubbery skin. They have spears, and it looks like they're trying to scream battle cries, but it's not really coming out right. Sounds like it should be something for underwater. It's really high-pitched squeals, almost like a dolphin. You know? They'll be within melee distance very soon. They're rushing. Yeah. Okay. Go for it. All right. You guys roll initiative. I mean, I mean, you tell. I mean, if you want to at this distance, you could pick if you want to run. But if at this distance, I mean, anybody in the group could pick up a rock and throw it. So this is combat range. So who's gonna be where? These guys are running up from the shore. There's there's five of them. Um, the two shark hunters are trying to help other people up onto the roof of the resort as it looks
Hmm.
like it might be the last place. It's the tallest building on the highest portion of the island. And she turns around and looks at TK's, or no, have you run off yet? Who's still standing around where she is? This is the shark hunter girl in white. All right, well that as she's rushing, you're rushing past each other, then she quickly says something and you catch part of it, but it's something like we're all doomed. We need to get out of here. And yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of debris from these ships and houses and piers that are floating by. The waves have, it seems like the waves have settled down and they're just coming in regular, like 12-foot waves, regular. But they've sort of settled down and they're starting to get lower and lower, but the island itself is still sinking. All right, so initiatives. All these guys, they go last. Where's my pen?
11.
Y'all remember who goes when? 14, 19, 17, 11. Is that what it is? Oh my gosh. What?
Maybe. What?
Jesus Christ. uh, yeah, just y'all, let's. Uh,
Hmm.
all right, Steven. You see, what's Lilith doing? Would you have run forward with TK to help? Well, you're lawful evil. Like, think about, okay, I'm sure you have some motivation for this. Oh, you don't want to get in trouble. I guess that would make sense. Yeah, she's the type of lawful person who's like, I'm gonna respect whatever law of the land I'm in because I don't want any trouble. That kind of lawful. That's great. That's an interesting kind of lawful evil. It's like she doesn't have a code per se, just not get in trouble. So just follow it's like, well, this is probably the law that I need to save these people. So it actually is on this island. It's an old tribal code that they follow, like the Hawaiians, Ukanaki or something. All right. So yeah, what are you doing to attack? He's trying to swing a bolus to uh, to get the girl. What was her name? I remember now. Thank you. He's trying to capture Luanza. Looks like he's gonna pull her into the sea if he can. They got pretty low armor. They're wearing some hide. That's about it, though. I kind of like Zhao because that was the bad guy on Yeah, because wasn't it the bad guy on Rush Hour? Jow? I don't know. What do you hit, Steven? The 16 does hit. What damage do you do? He's he begins to throw. Uh, 5 damage. All right, you hurt him, but he begins swinging the bullets even harder. He's about to throw it. All right, who's next? 19. Ooh. There's one that's been sliced in some way by Steven. He didn't really describe it, and then 4 more that are rushing behind this one from for the shore. Oh, you okay. Yeah. Or a kick or something. Yeah. It looks like she's more capable than she appeared. Like she's in hand-to-hand combat with one of these fish warrior people. It looks like, yeah, it does. It looks like he was ignoring her because she didn't seem to be any kind of a threat. Even while she was in his face about to hit him, he's still swinging the bolus. And then she actually hit him. And then his priority shifted. It's a powerful little elf. Same guy. 7 puts him down. How do you end him? All right.
That's what she said.
So there's the 4 rushing to you guys, and 2 more come in the next wave. And it looks like they are actually diverting and going out towards the last few people that are on their rooftops, quickly sinking. And a few more of them have climbed onto the largest ship, P8, that's now capsized and floating upside down over in their area. So there's like 5 on that. There's 3 on this roof, 2 on another, and you can tell a couple of them have holding babies. There's little kids. There's no old people that you can see for obvious reasons.
Hmm.
But yeah, two of them two of them go over there, and they're rushing towards those castaways or whatever you want to call them. All right, that's yeah. So what was that action? I may have missed your action. It's 17 now. All right, who's 17? Well, there's like 4 in your face. One's dead. There was 5. Now there's 4 in your face. The next wave that came in was like 10 feet tall, and 2 of these fish people were in it, and they washed up onto the new shore, which is about where the greenery was. And these 2 got distracted by all the screams of the people left over, and you can see they went towards them. It's like, what do you? Yeah, it hits, but what are you hitting them with? You gonna throw it? Or are you gonna melee the guys in front of you? Okay. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that definitely is. Oh fuck. How do you kill him? cut him in
Oh,
half.
cut him in half.
The top half falls over. It looks like his legs have really good balance for whatever reason, and they keep standing there. But the other half is flailing on the ground, trying to put his intestines back in. Nice. All right, who's next?
I'm pretty sure I'm going last.
Okay. All right. They're about they're about 30 feet ahead of you. You can make a double move and be on them. Yeah, they're getting see the whole other yeah, you're basically trying to get to them before they get to the edge where the crack initially showed up, and then when they dive in the water, their swim is so good. You feel like you may not have that good of a chance in the water against them.
6.
Right. Right. They washed up and then they started going if you're looking at it, they washed up around where this like vertical walkway goes to the statue around there, and then they started moving towards these other houses by P2. And so you guys are at the resort. So you turn around and you're heading towards them, and the point at which you're about to catch up is going to be that precipice. So you can make a double move and get to them, and I'll even let you attack one, but one's probably going to get away and get in the water and head towards those other people. No, there's 5 in front of you. Two are dead of those so far. And then these yeah, there's a lot happening right now, but you're not in a position to see all of it. That just happened to be like right in front of you where you were fighting. But you can infer from that behavior that like they're going after all the people, even the helpless stranded ones. Okay. All right. You've got 3 more in front of you, and looks like they're looking pretty wary. At this point, they weren't expecting this. You were all supposed to die easily. Oh yeah. Okay. How did you destroy this poor soul? You cut him in completely in half, and you see all the little fish bones popping out. Yeah. Yeah, like one's a coronal, one's a sagittal. like perfect. You guys are doing ridiculous damage right now for first level. Jeez. Yeah. I mean, if you did, isn't a Dwarven War Axe ×3 crit? It's got a good crit. You will, though. It'll happen. Okay, so is it yeah, that's fine. Is it Reggie up next or the dwarf? No, the dwarf's already gone.
Oh, the dwarf already went.
It's the bard is the last one. Oh,
Yeah.
what about Eric? Have you gone too? Yes, you have. Okay, just the bard. All right.
Hmm.
Just
Like,
etch a sketch.
you gotta do something.
I'll work on
No,
how to do the vicious mockery. Gotta think about it.
like, oh man, like curling. Oh, this ain't good. Let's see.
Are you
Yeah, I
like
don't have any of that.
Are you muttering to yourself, or is that just out of game?
Yeah, I've been well. He's gonna just like hang his head like, oh crap. Pull out like a little club thing from behind him. Go, well, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go fucking go try to smack one in the face with a sap.
Subdual?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I could.
Uh, well, hang on. Hang on. How would you? Because we haven't discussed what your character has. How would you feel about a battle loot? It's been reinforced.
Can I just
It's made to be able to swing and hit somebody with the end of it and not even lose its tuning.
Are you expecting to kill me?
Huh?
I said, are you expecting to kill me if I do
Yeah, I
this?
heard you. Like what? Huh? What?
If I do something really dumb, are you expecting I'm going to die?
Gee. What's your hit points? What's your AC? I mean, they
Let's
go
see.
after you. So
Oh, I know.
if you could
Where the
manage
hell did I just put my
to
fucking...
kill one possibly, then there's one left. You're not the biggest threat, obviously.
Clearly not. Apparently I have to pull up my sheet again. It closed itself.
Just treat a battle loot like a fucking club, like a masterwork club, I guess, or something.
uh, let's see. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I like that.
I miss. Well, I still play.
Well, it's also a taunt. You're taking the attention away. Yeah. It's like the I don't think the damage aspect of it is even what makes it appealing. I think the damage could be switched for a taunt that makes it to where they have to focus on that bard now. Because God damn it, do you hear what he said about me? You know, I know, but that it's weird that Matt always characterized it with how Scanlan played it in the game. Like that's what it did. His vicious mockery was not for damage. Like that was never the point. That was just like a side effect. Hmm. Yeah. God, it's like it'd be like playing with 3.8 back in the day, you know. That's why I told him I was like, man, please, if I ever do the fifth edition bard thing, please be my bard. You've got to do this. He won't do it. He doesn't want to play D&D. All right, so um yeah, if you want to do a vicious mockery, we can run it like that. Or if you want to hit him with your battle loot, just treat it like a masterwork club. Whatever you want to do, Reggie. When it's your turn, there's two guys in front of you. The screams
Well,
suddenly
apparently what I want
rise.
to do isn't good enough, so fuck it.
Oh, a subdual damage.
I don't care. Whatever. I
What's
just don't
your?
need you guys going on for like a half hour about how I'm wrong about what I'm gonna do and how I should do
Okay,
this.
I just didn't.
Just saying.
I didn't realize you knew you were. I didn't know you were okay with
He's a
subdual.
dumb weak motherfucker. Yeah, I know. He's a
Well,
bard.
I mean, even though he's
He's
weak,
supposed to be
like.
there for fucking, you know, getting people camped up and shit. I know. But you look at the situation. You have an island that's sinking, split in half,
Mhm.
and fucking fish people coming along, killing everybody. So this is, to him, this is it.
All right. Roll me an attack roll for your sap.
16.
That hits.
Oh, 3.
So,
3 damage.
all right. He looks offended more than anything. He, is like he looks down at what you're holding, and then gets angry at you and goes to spear you through the gut. What is your AC?
11.
Ah, you lucky bastard. He rolled a 3. It's like he's so angry and offended. The spear misses you and flies out of his hands and just goes skidding off into the water, and he's very frustrated. I didn't know. I'm not. Yeah.
Description says non-lethal. That's what the description says. Yeah, fucking smash.
The last one tries to throw a net onto Reggie and misses. So top of the round.
Steven.
The screaming picked up just a little while ago. No. You failed to hit. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's their AC. To the one that was hit with the sap or the one that's not hurt. It's just enough to kill him. How do you kill him? Okay. So one left. That's EK. I believe it's your turn. spot check? Are you trying to oh, okay. Um 12. I don't believe he sees. Yeah. 13. Okay. So he's done. And as you're striking through this one in whatever gruesome fashion you want, you hear some other commotion behind you, and it looks like Zhao has killed 3 on his own, and he did it quietly. And he's got this look of rage on his face. He's putting himself in between the bodies and the girl in white, Alonzo. I mean, no, there's like just rudimentary primal spears and things. Not really, there's nothing well made. It's not like these aren't like glorious fish people, merfolk or anything. Yeah, I mean you can get some plenty of spears. You can find one bolus. You can find one bolus and one net that are decent. I mean, there's yeah. Well, you can only find one bolus, but there's a few nets that are like tattered and looks like they've repurposed them from fishing nets and stuff that were probably lost. Like these are just primitive warriors. Yeah. So
Yeah, the island's
you
being
can
overrun.
see yeah, you can see because all the trees seem to be sinking down faster than the buildings, and you can see the people stranded on the tops of their roofs, and the doors and windows are smashed, and the waves have just completely decimated this little village. But the people are up top, and as you're watching, uh, one of the raiders jumps up and grabs a woman, and she's got a baby in her hands, and it pulls her down into the water. It's like there's nothing you could have done. It's too far away, but you saw it. You can see it had a visible shark tooth necklace. Was very visible. Like you all saw that, so it kind of marks this one bad dude. um. So what is it you were thinking about? I mean, at that point, you'd have to swim over there, and I mean, I'll let you make a wisdom check. It might not be. If you had an arrow, bow and arrow, you could shoot them. Yeah. And she's preaching to the other citizens. There's like 4 in there besides the 2 of them. And she's basically, well, as you're thinking about boats, you hear her say something about it. And she says that, she knew this was going to happen. She was in contact with a small girl who was a fish person, and it was a spiritual contact somehow, and they were communicating, and she knew this was going to happen, and nobody believed her. And she's saying that she stashed a boat, and that she thought she put it in a place that once this happened, it would still be okay, and it's on the northern part of the island. No, it's on the map. If you're looking at it, it looks like it would have, the way she's describing it, it's like she had her own personal pier up farther north on the shore. And
Oh, you mean like
in her vision,
P6 or
about how this would happen, that would be one of the last parts of the island still there and untempered by the tsunami. So she put her little boat there.
so her boat is in the northeast that looks like or northwest that looks like an erect nipple?
Northeast. No, the
Oh, it's in the
northwest part is
northeast.
all
Okay.
gone underwater. All that's gone.
Oh, okay.
And so is the bridge.
It's not flooded. We're sinking.
It, from what you see, it very much seems to be, but she's got the other 4 that are with them convinced that if they run up north, that there's a special pier where there's still going to be a boat. I mean, it's maybe
Looks like it.
maybe. I mean, it's the water is creeping up all along the edges. Um, you start heading off that way, and you hear some commotion behind you, and it looks like a few of the warriors came out of the waves, and they're not even really that close. They were headed somewhere else, but Diao started yelling at them in anger, and so they kind of met each other in battle, and he's sitting there fighting 2-on-1. And you as you're watching him, like, he ends them, and then another one washes up on the shore further on, and he runs to that one, and he's just in battle lust. He's not coming with you, though, is the thing. The water's already lapping around his ankles. He's going in. She's very conflicted at this point because of Jiao. What does somebody do? He's obsessed right now, and he's gonna keep fighting. So it's going to take. So at this point, it's going to take 10 minutes, and the island shrinks 5 feet on all sides as it slowly is submerged. So the area between P7 and the resort, yeah, it's a little slow. I'm going to speed it up. So the area between P7 and the resort is like a little raised area of, it's like a sandbar almost, and that's basically all that's left.
Okay. But now it's a new toy. Good job, honey.
So Jiao keeps fighting the girl reluctantly crouched at the starting line, engines pumping and thumping for time. Is anybody going to say anything to the Jiao, or are you going to leave him there? Okay. All right. God. He looks angry at you. Yeah, he actually looks pissed that you took one of those kills. And he turns around and goes and looks for more. All right, so you guys
I was gonna say, can I
keep
bluff
moving.
him?
Say what?
Can I bluff him? Tell him there's more this way, the way we're running.
Well, what are you going to say?
Just
Give me a
that.
roll.
Say, hey, there's more this way. There's more this way, mate.
And what's your
Because he
check?
clearly is looking for something to kill, and she's trying to get him to go somewhere else.
Roll me a charisma check or persuasion if you have it.
Alright.
I don't know. This is a 5th edition mechanic, so I guess it would be diplomacy, which still should be good for a bard.
13. Well. 18.
Oh shit. Okay, so as per the module, he needed a 10 DC persuasion. So it's almost like he's waking up. Are you sure? No! And he runs past you in that direction. Okay, good job.
Look down at my nails, give him the hot breath, and rub them on my shirt. Like, yeah, I have that effect on people.
So everything seems to settle down. It goes quiet for just a little bit. The waves are coming in less and less, but the island is still seems to be sinking after tremors are hitting little by little. And you guys are moving northward.
Yep.
Yeah, northeast. All right. There is a structure where P7 is, and it looks to be some kind of a temple. It's not usually a place a lot of people visit. They all go south to the resorts or to the village. It looks like...
Ah, crap. Is this the temple
like
where all women in white came from?
Well, you're not sure, but it looks like
Okay.
the doors that would usually have been, locked tight are busted open and hanging on hinges because of the force of the water. Okay. Um, so the place that she's talking about would be on the opposite side of this temple. So you guys are rushing around like the left or the right, and the dwarf diverts
I mean,
and says he needs to
we could
go
just,
in.
well, we could just go through it anyway, couldn't we?
If you wanted to follow the dwarf, he's leading the way into the temple.
I mean, technically, the shortest path between 2 points is a straight line.
All right.
He's just gonna drop trow and shit right in there. Right, you. I thought we were just gonna run through here. You just gonna, you just gonna shit right in the middle of the place? You hurt your foot.
Yeah, one hinge was still really strongly held, and it, I think I may have sprained your ankle on this. So, it's you know temple decor, um, trashed. There's been a lot of waves coming through here. Things are strewn about, and you hear a strange noise past all the flotsam and jetsam that are, like, have you ever been at a swimming pool near a filter that's full, and it sort of makes a sound, how there's stuff on top of the water floating and hitting things, and so this place is flooded. It's got little things everywhere, incense and flowers and just temple type stuff is floating all over. A lot of the statues that look too heavy to be moved have been uh, moved. They've been repositioned. Their angle is slightly off because of the force of the water. It came in here like a storm. And let's see, who is wanting to do what? You're looking in the
I figured.
door.
I thought I was gonna run through and just like use this place as a shortcut. A confessional.
Okay. Okay, as you go out into the courtyard, there are some people that apparently were hiding in this little. It's like a little oasis lagoon type thing in the middle of this square walled garden, and they see you, and you've got your shirt off, and you guys look pretty militant. You're covered in fish people blood, torso up, and they start panicking and flee like rats. And you're
Uh,
you're watching them. There's like a dozen, maybe more than that, and they start just running away from you guys, but it's out towards the water. Yeah. You see a guy coming towards you, and it looks like there's a channel of water that comes into this place. It's not on the map that you're looking at, but it's quite a big channel, and you see what looks like one of these shark people riding in the water after reef sharks, and he's like being pulled along by them, and then you hear three other ones inside the temple that bust through this little what's left of a window and come out.
Hmm.
So the reef sharks,
So,
which are telepathically commanded by the. I wish I could make this up. Okay, so they're.
I
The
wish
reef,
I could make this up.
God. So the reef sharks swim through the channel to the little pool and leap out of the water. And each one of them grab one of these commoners and they start chomping on them. And they're not in the water; they're outside the water at this point. But they're each eating the commoners and flopping around.
Pick up something heavy near me and throw it at them.
Um, 5 villagers have made it outside the compound, so 3 are being eaten by sharks. So there's 4 that are just kind of cowering, and they look like they don't know whether or not to be afraid of you guys, but they're scared stiff. So, all right, so you're seizing the initiative. What you got? Oh, it's a hit, and you crit. Then you've probably fucked it up. Sure. Are you hitting the shark or one of the warriors? All right. Well, with that, you managed to definitely kill one of the shark. One of the sharks, and his mouth goes wide, and then he seizes up, and the person is mortally wounded. Looks like a big part of their abdomen is missing, like maybe a piece of their liver, and they're crawling away but losing a lot of blood. The others look like might be almost too late. Somebody else gonna do something? All right. Yeah, I mean, that's not a crit, but it hits a shark out of water. What can he do? He's got no reflex save that like that. Uh, yeah, that one gets put out of its misery too. Now the person, um, that person doesn't crawl away. And it looks like the third
They just,
one
I was
that's
gonna say, they
like,
just stay there.
yeah, they just stay there. The last one is being thrashed left and right, and he gets actually thrown with the biggest chunk you've seen yet taken out of his the side, and it's looks like it may have actually snipped the spine. It went so deep,
Ew.
and then he's trying to crawl away. But his legs don't work.
Hmm.
You got the 3 behind you, and then one is that just swam up the channel, and you see his head is popped out of the water where the sharks just came through and leaped out of the water that he made happen telepathically. That I shouldn't be telling you, but I mean it's in the module, so it's like I kind of need to explain it.
Dub-a-dub.
Well, yeah, I guess it looks like he was concentrating hard on those sharks, and then when they each got a bite, 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 he started laughing about it, which sounds like Flipper. I'm not even going to attempt it. Yeah. Close enough, yeah, like a dying giraffe. Well, you got three right behind you that are in melee range. They're in the process of getting out of the window. Is the only reason they haven't attacked you yet. And you see the one that laughed has a shark tooth necklace. Yeah. Yep. Uh-oh. Who's got the highest dex? Oh God, roll again. All right, so who goes first overall?
I got 14.
Okay. Okay.
And then shit on the corpse.
Oh yeah. 17 hits. $11. All right, you cleanly kill him. If you had cleave, you go after another one. Yeah, pick it up. Yep. Okay. You want to make a move action? These guys are within 5 feet. There's one still in the window, one's in the middle of the window, one's standing there in front of you that you just killed. Like put yourself in between, kind of, or on the other side. Yeah. Yeah, it's doable. Especially since they're trying to climb out of a window, like they're not in any situation to stop you right there. You hear some screaming.
Is it here?
I mean, there's lots of there's like there's like 3 things that you guys can do. And it's like looting, saving, fighting. So, as your as your no, all you've been doing is fighting. Everybody in the town, everybody in the town that was stranded up there on their houses and things, they're gone. Like there's people that have been snuffed out all over the place. There's loot that's been gone to the bottom of the ocean all over the place. In time. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. As per the. All right, hang on. it's not to say anyone's done anything wrong. The module just specifically lays out that there's loot to be found in those houses, but they're gone. There's people that could be saved. It's been too long now, and it's not to say that anything's been done wrong. It's just to let you. It's just to let you know this is a catastrophe.
We're trying to
Bad
fight
things
our
are
way to a
happening all
thing.
around you,
Yeah.
and it's like. Mm-hmm.
Gone and rescued.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a moment. A5's right. A5's right though. There was a moment where you could have done something to gather those other ones before they got lost. But it's like everyone wanted to stay and fight. And then it's like I think the character Zhao is specifically supposed to show you like this is wrong. Don't be obsessed with fighting these things. Get the people out of there. It's like I think they put him in the module to try and show you like that's how you're not supposed to be. Oh sure. I think the module kind of yeah. I think the module kind of gives up on the people of the resort as like they fell victim to their decadence. But yeah, but the villagers that were stuck on their houses, that's like the module expected you guys to spend time saving those people and then looting their houses. But nobody even went over there. Yeah. Um
Like we don't really have time to do that.
yeah.
It's,
Yeah. Yeah, so you have gathered some. Yeah. It's just the module doesn't really care about the people y'all have saved because they all came. Yeah, those four plus them, they're the shark hunters, they're the celebrities, the decadent, the bourgeois. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Now is there
hmm.
so I'm in a kind of precarious part right here because I might need to read forward to make sure I don't screw anything up. But suffice to say, these get butchered right here at the temple. Um, yeah, so I kind of want to pause right here and just make sure that I have this right. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
weird.
Uh, I feel like we should go find out what the explosion was. Huh. Part of me is like, player me wants to snoop around, but I feel like that would be a very bad idea to do that in a vampire-filled castle.
I ain't leaving. It's my castle
Yeah.
now.
Hmm. It's an illusion. Oh. Oh, okay. Hmm. 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 Hmm.
All right. Oh, did we switch campaigns? Yeah, so one of them got killed. Who had the next
Mm-hmm.
initiative? There's one shark that hasn't been killed. It's flopping back into the channel. You can see other sharks in the channel. The other last guy with the necklace of shark's teeth has dipped his head back under the water, and it's almost immediately it's like he turned invisible. He's very obscured by the surface of the water. So you have two more climbing out of the window, one in the channel, and then a bunch of sharks. Yeah, these two have 16 AC and 11 hit points. Three damage. All right, it's perturbed.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. He's more than perturbed. He's limping, almost falling over. And the other one was expertise. Yeah. Don't forget about the martial style as well. Expertise fits under that. Expertise and power attack. Give both those in one go. That's just being greedy, man. Just pick one. Okay, so that one is almost dead. Reggie, did you go?
Yeah.
You got one stumbling out of the window. It looks pretty hurt.
Yeah.
He turns around where he just got stabbed. Looks like he wants to attack 2-5, and the back of his neck glistens in the morning light. You see the perfect spot where that sap would fuck it up.
This would. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Can a fish person drown?
Kind of.
If he's unconscious, and falls in the water.
Well, he'd still be breathing through gills.
Okay. All right.
In
All
fact,
right.
does he have lungs? Because otherwise he wouldn't be able to breathe right now.
I'm not sure. Okay. Well, then if okay, so if you knocked him out with the sap and left
Yeah.
him outside of the water for a little while, he would suffocate up here. Now, the sap is non-lethal, but the
Yeah.
effects after being knocked unconscious are not.
I have an idea. This
Okay.
probably wouldn't. I'm gonna throw my loot at him, and then
Okay.
next time around, use summon instrument to get it back to me without having to go after it.
Nice. Yeah. This one's this was he's done a lot to overcome his birth defects from when he was a youngling.
It's
But his constitution is just pretty low, Chris. He's not going to survive outside the water too long.
at 19.
It's
Yep. 4 damage.
4 damage. He falls like a sack of potatoes into the sand and starts making strange gurgling noises. Little bubbles come up out of his gills. All right, the last one is the biggest one you've seen. And he's having trouble getting out of the window of the temple. He rolled a 1. He doesn't even see you at all. He's trying to grab the hot elf like King Kong. He's reaching his big arm out the window trying to snatch the hot elf. What did you hit? Did you hit a 18? This is a bigger one with some natural armor. Okay, what's your damage? Okay. It really lacerated up his arm. He pulls it back through and screams, but it doesn't sound like the other ones, like high pitch. It sounds like a person. You hear him tromping around in there, knocking over statues and things. Very lootable items.
Very lootable items.
Oh, yes.
Wink, wink.
Yep. Yeah, he's making a mess in there. The waves are beginning to lap a little closer. You hear something happening at the north part of the shore. It's someone yelling. It's a male. I'm gonna roll me some listen checks.
Alright. Oh, that's
15.
19.
Right, you hear an incantation. Definitely sounds like an incantation. And then a big ball
That's not
of
good.
golden flame erupts. And
From
and
where?
Alonza is like, my boat. But then the flame happens again nearby in a separate spot, and then you hear more incantations, and it sounds like some wizard or something, some magic user is shouting and blowing things up.
Some gnarly ponage going on.
Perhaps. I haven't inserted any characters into this yet, okay? Just so you know. Okay, the only thing I put in there was the remnants. I stuck the guilty remnants in there. I don't know if you guys have seen that show, probably not.
No.
But the women who smoke and are mute, that's a thing. I tweaked them a little bit and put them in here because it kind of needed it. Because it's like otherwise, this one girl who's a shark hunter, it's like she preaches this kind of stuff to nobody in particular. It's like, no, there'd be a movement. It might be small.
So, a giant blast of something just destroyed her boat, which was our only means, apparently, off the island.
She
That we know
screams.
of.
You don't see the boat. It's on the other side of this gated wall.
Okay. But she screams my boat.
Yeah, and the channel of water, something happens, and it looks like there are less sharks in it now. It's like maybe some of them are heading out the channel towards the commotion over there.
Well, if nothing's attacking us, I say we head towards her boat.
You can just pick it up. They're in the temple with the big thing. You go in there. The ones on the outside they're like large concrete things. There's the ones on the inside are like small, made out of precious metals, but they were locked up tight. The waves busted those doors down.
Oh, yeah, alright. I'm gonna roll a spot to look for and detect magic. Anything really valuable in here.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, are you going in to deal with to finish off the bigger creature and possibly loot? Time's going to be
And
ticking
possibly
away
loot?
while you do.
If I
Without without asking anyone, this is
Hmm.
this is me giving you passive perception. Anybody can see that it looks like a few of the sharks are heading out. Other than that, I'm not telling you anything that you haven't rolled for. What do you with a 17 perception? Um, you see that he sent 5 out, and the rest are hiding under the water, lurking, just waiting for you guys to get close enough. He's there too. He's still there. He's just waiting. You're just a little too far away right this second. The after you scream this out, the ones the something like half a dozen left that were on the fence and scared now run away from the channel and the water. They're in the middle, and they're trying to help each other get over this locked gated square that you see on the map, trying to get out there and get to the shore where these other explosions are happening. They all make it over by helping each other.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, the way it's supposed to work, you tell me what you'd like to do. I tell you the roll you need to make in order to facilitate that action if it's possible. Then you make the roll. That's how it's supposed to happen. We never do it that way, but that's how it's supposed to happen. I mean, you can take a 10 and get over that wall. It's no big deal. Or you could, somebody I'm sure could just bust open the gate. I mean, these commoners couldn't do it, but you guys are strong enough. Well, maybe not you. There you go. And somehow out of nowhere, come and ride up with you. Somehow Zhao has run up, and he's like perfectly synchronized with you, and you all smack this gate at the same time and knock it off its hinges. And as soon as it's gone, now you have a clear open scene of what's happening. All the other ships are smashed, but just like she said, up at the northeast part of the shore is one boat, and it's still there. And it's kind of in between the large channel that's like a gap between the island and the mainland. So it's kind of protected a tiny bit, just enough for it to still be there. And you see there's a flamboyantly colored person with bright orange long hair. It's a man, and he's in white, the white spattered with blood. And he's conjuring up golden fire and roasting these warriors from the sea in droves. And he also has two guards. The guards are standing there at the pier, ushering in one straggler after another. And as you see them one by one, you notice that they're all the people that you saved one by one. That's all there is. Everybody else is dead. So it's like 15 total, and the guards get them all on the boat, and they're cutting down warriors, and you can see they're trying to wait as long as they can. um as you're running forward and screaming that, these gigantic crabs uh, crawl up from the other side of the ship and begin fighting with the guards. Uh, two more. There's two um, two sailors that are on board come down to try and help the guards, and both the guards get picked up by pincers and the crabs. There's two big crabs. They each get a guard and just snip them in half. and the sailors are backing up
Ow.
now onto the plank, and they're shouting like, "We got a guy!" Yeah, well, I don't know where you're running, but Zhao is going to fight the crabs. Okay, that's a good question. All right, well then, roll initiative. We're just, I don't know, maybe we should just. I'm thinking maybe we'll do. Okay. Hmm.
Hmm.
Are you first? All right, let's say you all go in to attack this thing together. Who can hit a 19 or better? It's got some it's got some all right. All right. Well, whoever hits 19 or better, give me your damages. Let's see if you can end this at least one of them in one round. Zhao misses his shot. One of the sailors throws a cannonball by hand and does 5 bludgeoning. Like it knocked the shit out of it actually. All right, so I got 5, 6, it's 11, 12, it's 23. So 28. Okay, the last one, TK, what's all right, that's it kills it, so how do you crack this bitch open? And then there's one more who's gonna try and make us he's gonna try and grab the wizard off the bow, who looks like he might be out of magic at this point. Ah, okay. Yeah, it flips over. It flips itself over to try and get away from you, and flips on its back, and it's just like all its legs are kicking, and it's you can see it's in a lot of pain, and then dies. So the other one is trying to make a grab for the wizard and manages to pick him up with the claw. He's hurt. The wizard looks badly hurt. All right, who's going out the top of the round? Ah, I don't care. Just save the wizard.
Safe only.
You guess? All right.
I guess.
I'll allow it. Okay. How much damage do you do to it? 6. Oh. All right. All right, so that's 12. Who's next? See if you can hit a 19. Do as much damage as you can. Otherwise, their special wizard savior who's kept this boat going to be snapped in half. And I don't think you have a good enough healer right now to do anything about that. Okay, so um it's a good question. By the sailors, yes, not by you guys. But yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are all on one side of it, but it does have sailors on the other side, so yeah. All right. It feels like the sword hit it and not you. Hard to explain. Feels like it's almost like Princess Bride, guide my sword. It's like that. It's like something pointed it more precisely. Goddamn. It looks very hurt and starts to it puts his big claw up, drops the wizard. It puts the big claw up as like a defense and backs into the water.
I can't hit it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Best I could do is throw up an entropic shield. Just so, nothing sprays at us or
The
me.
sailors are like, let's go. Zhao is yeah, she allows herself to be picked up, but you can tell that she's just watching Zhao continue to push the thing aggressively, back it into the water, and then somebody roll a spot check. All of you roll spot checks. Whoever might be able to have a
20
vantage
total.
into the water. Yeah, you're kind of transfixed on her.
20 total.
So you guys all see this. So Zhao is, almost knee deep into the water, backing this crab up further and further. And then here comes the guy with the sharks and the shark tooth necklace. And you see him coming around the channel and rising up out of the water and sending sharks toward Zhao. He's about 35, 40 feet off. So if Zhao doesn't come now, this is about to get a whole other fight's about to break out. So what do you guys want to do? The sailors are unhooking the ropes. They're trying to push off. You're gonna molest Steven's character? He's not even a boy this time. He's a girl. That makes no sense. Yeah. All right, the sailors are pushing off. The wizard, the wizard reaches out. He starts to say something. You see some golden sparks on his fingertips, and he passes out. You see, he wanted to help Zhao, didn't have enough left in him. So you guys are pulling off.
I'm kind of.
Oh God, you are terrible. No, I was trying to let you know how the module is laid out. You find roll me search checks or yeah, I mean you have there's so much going on right now. Like there's adequate opportunity to do that if you wanted to. So yeah. Well, you did manage to keep your sailors, so good job on that. That's both of them are able to. That's like minimum for this kind of ship, but they would appreciate the help. If any of y'all knew how to rig rope, use rope, or small things like that would help. I mean, if you're a fucking professional sailor, that's like above and beyond. You could tell them what to do. So, okay, you find a golden medallion. Not quite sure what the inscription says on it, but pretty sure it's worth at least 25, 30 gold pieces, maybe more. Do you also search some pockets, TK? Might have a better search check. Well, then search with advantage or something. You know, the check was terrible. Ah, you find a ring. Not sure what it is or what it does, but it's pretty, pretty expensive. By at least something. It. No, I can't commit to that being magic just yet till I read a bit further. But it's at least 25 gold pieces treasure. Well, yeah. I mean, you guys were meant the the group. Okay, the group was meant to do a bit of looting, and then it's like 25 gold piece items galore. It's just like here, give them all this stuff, but everything's meant to be just random stuff, each worth 25 gold pieces a piece. So there's two. Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, yep. Yeah, it was pretty good. You guys came together as a group pretty fast. That was nice. I mean, they don't give you much to go with. I had to, yeah. I'm I think I have a little bit of a flair for improvising, and I'm glad that a few of the things I'd made happen as I'm reading it and doing it, I'm like, oh, okay, good, that was right. Fuck. Like making her, in the white dress and just starting to adhere to the movement. That was on a
Hmm.
whim, and then later on, it's like, yes, she is one of those people. It's like, ah, fuck, okay, so I did that right. She's definitely got this like she's got this Valkyrie kind of thing going on, she's wearing all white and she's scared, but she's being pretty brave through it all, leading the villagers to safety and stuff. Yeah.
Hmm.
They have a name. It was weird. I didn't like it. Yeah.
It was weird. I
I
didn't like it.
yeah, I just called them fish warriors, fish people, whatever. Like who knows? Who cares? It's
Call them
they're
Atlanteans.
monsters from the sea, man. Like, yeah, what was the
The
name?
chicken,
Noglin or something?
the chicken of the sea.
They had this weird name. Mm-hmm.
No,
Well,
that we know
it's
of.
it
No,
specifically mentions that if you were able to persuade him to stop fighting, he does survive. Other than that, they leave it out.
but well, I
So
did once.
he may come back. Who knows? Yeah. No, he's not on the boat. Oh yeah. And all the villagers, all the villagers. He's coming back. Oh man. It reminds me of Ice Cube on Anaconda. Fuck this shit. I'm going back to LA. Oh man. But yeah, the villagers and the workers and a couple of the important people that they're well to do. Um, they're saying they will never forget your heroism, and people around here will know your name. So if you ever need to come back and something like that.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, this is just one small island on the Menagerie Coast, though. And yeah. Yeah. Appreciate y'all's participation. It was good stuff.
Mm.
And everybody, I guess, gain a level. We'll do the second level for the next part. I don't know or care if the module wants to do it like that. I think everyone acquitted themselves well, and that's a good threshold point right here.
Hmm.
Yeah, everything happened very well. Yeah. And I made it a lot harder than it was supposed to be. I put twice as many fish people. The fucking crabs were supposed to be medium with no natural armor and 13 hit points. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's not even a challenge. That's not even a challenge. I stepped that shit up, and you guys didn't have a problem with it. You know, you made the decision to leave. But it's like, you kind of, yeah, yeah, not, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Excellent. Well, I'll try to be more prepared, and I don't have to run uh, next week. You know, this is not like it's not like pressing. Well, yeah, let's, yeah. What was his name? Three Earrings. That was his name. Yeah. Yeah, I just wish I knew the world so I could kind of predict where those places might be. I don't have a clue. It's just strange that it it says giant crab in blue. You click it, but then it goes to a medium crab. It's like, damn it. You know, like, yeah.
Crab battle.
Like when I read giant crab, damn it, that's what's gonna happen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then you're worried about it. Otherwise, it's like, oh, look, dinner.
Speaking of, I have snow crab next to me.
Damn.
It's deep fried.
You know, dip it in butter.
Duck sauce.
Oh, what? Why? Reggie, don't do that to yourself. Eh, For 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 crab?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you put oysters in? Don't you put mussels and oysters in duck sauce?
No. Shit from a Chinese food restaurant. Yeah.
So specific. I don't even know what I'm talking about, man. I don't. It's a sauce. It says duck in the
Yeah, it's
name.
that It's that orange sauce thing
Oh, it's
that you get from
orange.
Chinese food. Yeah, that you get from Chinese food restaurant shit.
Oh. I thought it was like the soy alternative. Hmm.
The
Okay.
soy alternative.
Yeah, it looks like soy sauce or fish sauce, but it's not. It's something else.
Hmm.
And you're just a human, right? Why not do human paragon? It's so interesting. The cool thing about the human paragon is they get 10 skills straight up that they just get to assemble. And it's like you have these now. Think about knowledges. Yeah. Are you thinking about taking rogue past level 5? Oh yeah. Giggity. What do you say? The monk belt gives you the monk belt gives you 5 levels, but none of these special abilities. And the same way with the stuff that's like +1 per level, +1 existing level of this or that. Like you don't get the special abilities, you get everything to the right. That's why that shit really pays out for wizards. Because there are no special abilities for wizards. After Scribe Scroll, Summon Familiar, there's nothing. There's a feat every 6 levels. Like, what the fuck? That adds your intelligence to damage. Okay. Well, for you, it's literally your sword, though. For Eric, it might be something else. Yeah, yeah, but well, I'm thinking about artifacts, heirloom items, something like that. You've got your sword specifically. That one-hander. You should get it to expertise until you start taking your penalty for expertise, right? Yeah, but expertise though. It's like you're taking away part of that efficiency to be more precise. And taking away that efficiency should alter your defense. When did that come in? Is that a house rule? They don't have that in the synergy charts. Like where is that? Well, yeah, but you're talking about a skill though. If you have so many ranks of tumble, then you get a synergy bonus. Hmm. They really need to. Okay, you're okay. Yeah, and that's why y'all refuse to put that on martial style, so you can always be fiddling with it. It doesn't have to be power attack. I think the stipulation is anything with a numeric variable in the equation of the feat itself. There's a trick you might be interested in where you actually attack somebody, but they don't know you've attacked them. You're basically bluffing them, but you have hit them. you Which one is that? I can't remember the name of that one. Chink in the armor? That's a feat. That's not a skill trick. I'm talking about a skill trick. Hmm. Well, this one I'm gonna get it for propinquity at some point. But it's like, say I'm attacking someone with the whip. Well, they're going to think if my bluff is successful that I actually missed them and hit something next to them. Ha ha! Good shot, but you missed. Well, no, I've actually hit you, and in fact, I've already, because of that, I've done the touch attack power, and now you're affected. May not know it. In fact, you pretty sure you're not because you didn't get hit just now because the bluff worked. Like imagine her like, dancing in front of bureaucrats or something, playing with the whip. She could be delivering powers to people through the whip with touch attacks, and they would be 100% convinced. Oh, she never hit me with that whip. She didn't come anywhere close to me. Like that's an interesting one. Boom. More than those shitty little crabs. Can you do that from just one level of monk? Might have to. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good to have a plan. I'm gonna try and take it a little slow, but yeah, just because everybody did so well, you got a level. Uh, yeah, yeah, TK. If you got monkey grip, you'd be doing twice your strength with while one handing because of how it works. Iterative. So yeah, Steven, there's all kinds of things I would allow you to use as a comma. So some kind of short, um, like one-handed weapon that you could channel your flurry of blows into. I mean, you could have had it from the beginning, really, the way you were rowing across the Gulf. It's just who you had to become to get the fuck away. Like, you don't know anything about ropes and stuff, but like, I wouldn't have given you any ranks for free, but I would have. So, are you the captain then? Well, it would have been Auroris or whatever his name is, but orange haired. Yeah. No, that's coming up in a little the tobacco The guy with the orange hair wasn't the tabaxi. He's a human with flamboyantly orange hair. Weird, a weird wizard. But I'm pretty sure from the way they described it, he's supposed to be captaining this little vessel that was waiting. Yeah, and I was happy that she actually did have a boat over there exactly where I said it would be. It's like, oh, good. So I'm used to improving with archetypes. So when they're laying out the beginnings of the story and the pieces are all there, like, okay, well, I'd see what I would probably do, and I'm skimming forward and trying to remind myself of things. And I hit a few things just right. I was like, okay, that's relieving actually. It's like that's where I would have put the boat, you know. It just makes sense. Stephen wanted to grab a statue though. He stopped to grab it. Yeah, you made the effort to try and loot something. I wanted to reward it, but there just wasn't anything available from their descriptions right then. Um, you know what? You find on the ship, you find on the ship what looks to be a bloody severed forearm of one of the security officers that the crab snipped in half and threw the halves of it. And it looks like this part of his arm fell over here, and he's holding in his arm something that looks kind of like a police baton. But you're pretty sure you could use your monk abilities through that. It'd be subdual. Well, I mean, the option of subdual, I think, is how that would go. With one of those, it looks like a bar with a handle, and you hold it on your against your forearm. What are those things called? What is it? Hanfa. Okay. Okay.
Ton.
Well, there's a bloody Ponfa. Tomfa. Okay. Bloody Tomfa. Ton. Tonfa.
How many of you have played Soul Calibur? You're the only one. Okay. I know one of them had those.
All right.
No,
Good game.
I knew about those ones, but there was
Later.
another one who had a couple of those.
I want to play some hardcore team deathmatch. That went pretty smoothly actually. I was not
Yep.
prepared. So I'll say that for the module, as long as you have uh, at least a little bit of experience under your belt improvising, you can run somebody through this without much effort. I mean, this what I was supposed to read didn't quite make sense, you know. So I just like read over it and decided I wanted to say something else. Like the channel that the guy was swimming in was supposed to be the big chasm between the island and the mainland. It's like, okay, well, how do they get there from the temple that has the pool in the middle? No idea. The game didn't even. It's like they didn't even consider that the characters might want to go to the temple. Fuck.
Hmm.
So I made a rip in the land that connected the little pool to the water outside. There's your channel. That makes more sense. It's not on the map. Sorry, guys, but that made a lot more sense. Like it's a fucking catastrophe, and they haven't gotten over there yet. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about this part. One of the villagers, a woman who looks like she's nearing middle age. She has her grandson with her as she goes up to you, Stephen, and says, thank you so much for saving who you could. You know you would have gotten more if you could have. And she gives you this special brooch or hairpin or something pretty. What do you think? You want to be in your hair or some some like really ornate ivory hair clip that's a family heirloom of hers worth like 40 gold. That's like all the treasure she has in the world. She saved it from the sea and she wants to give it to you. So what was your character's last name? All right. Well, um, she says that her family has been in this area for generations, and it's a shame that her family land, this island, is gone now. But of Palma Flora, they were the originals, the Palmers, and she says you're now a Palmer. She's like giving you her name. It's a symbolic thing, but I mean, if you don't have a last name for your character, you could actually just put that down. Lilith Palmer. It's not terrible. Almost sounds like what's her name from Twin Peaks? Laura Palmer. Yeah. You did. You went through all that. I mean, you just saw all the decadent bourgeoisie people get swept into the sea. I mean, it may have given you, uh-huh. So now it may have given you a different perspective. You're like, I did this monk thing just to satisfy my rich family so I could keep my inheritance, but fuck that inheritance. I think I'm gonna be a monk to kick the ass of bad people. So it's like you may have given up your name and your inheritance and take this old woman's name instead. Who knows? I can't make